privacy. It's fast becoming a dying commodity in our society. As technology advances and the large companies that control a great deal of the information on the internet declare privacy dead as the dinosaurs, we are losing it faster and faster. Now, if you believe the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world and the Googles, privacy, it's an artifact of a primitive society. It's not something we really need. And as we get more and more security cameras, it's just inevitable that privacy is going to disappear. Every cop knows the widely believed fact that if you have nothing to hide, then surely you don't mind your house being searched. And given how inevitable this all is, the advancement in communication technologies, the advancement and miniaturization of video technology, the ease of sharing information, the omnipresence of security cameras, the society we're heading to is one with no privacy. So it's sometimes very hard to argue against these advocates that want to eliminate it, with their search history, with their Facebook, with their profiles on everybody. Little brother is starting to make big brother look like an amateur. Now, obviously there is some debate about this, and we are going to see some sort of privacy laws being put forth in the near future. For instance, we're now developing technology that can see through walls, so there will likely be a ban on that, or a ban on filming inside somebody's house when they don't know you're there. And yet, despite these type of laws, this is still going to be destroying privacy on a fundamental level. It's all about the nature of the debate. Because even if you have that law protecting a stranger from filming inside your house, when people are wearing Google Glasses, when they can have miniaturized voice recorders on their smartphones, when they can archive conversations you have online, you can never assume that somebody's being genuine. And that is the true danger of all of this. What the Mark Zuckerbergs and the Googles and the other autists of the world fail to recognize is something that's blindingly obvious to any novelist. Quite frankly, a well-written character is going to behave differently with each different person that character interacts with. Think about your personal lives. You don't talk to your mother the same way you talk to your girlfriend or that you talk to your brother. You're a slightly different person in each one of those situations. This is what privacy is threatening. Personal intimacy is being destroyed by the present regime. To have an intimate moment with somebody, be it your friend or be it a loved one, you need a guarantee of privacy. You don't have an intimate moment at a giant party where everybody's talking and eavesdropping on your conversation. To truly bond, to truly connect with somebody else, we need the freedom to speak while knowing that there are no recording devices in place, that nobody is secretly listening into this call, that there's no creeps and voyeurs. They're going to take some personal tidbit and use it to attack us in the future. In Mark Zuckerberg's world, we would not have this freedom. And that is what it's being stolen from humanity. That is the real argument. It's not about having nothing to hide. It's about being able to know that when I'm talking to my friend, there isn't some mall security eavesdropping on us, that there isn't some enemy creeper that wants to record personal details. Just the suspicion of being recorded is all that's needed to destroy that. But the sad thing is, the technology is inevitable, isn't it? Quite frankly, the problem isn't the technology. The technology is making the problem public. It's bringing it to the fore right now. But the real problem is the gossips. It's the rabbit people. We, my viewers, are the wolf people, as described by Anonymous Conservative. And we're not the ones that would go out spreading rumors, spreading hate about somebody. Let's consider the rabbits for a moment, and let's consider the embarrassment hate videos that get spread around on the internet nowadays. There was a video some time back of a young lady sitting in a hot tub with a bunch of people. The camera happened to be rolling, and she was overcome with a bout of diarrhea. Absolutely mortified, the water turned brown, and the jerk that was filming this put it on the internet. This young lady had done nothing wrong. She'd suffered an ailment, something any of us could suffer. And yet this jerk puts it on the internet to spread her embarrassment as far and wide as possible. For no reason. Possibly out of a personal vendetta against her. But she hadn't done anything wrong. She hadn't stolen a candy bar. She hadn't punched somebody in the back of the head. He did this purely to hurt her feelings, to embarrass her. And this is exactly how the rabbit people work. See, the rabbit people, they are bullies and they are cowards. The two words are completely synonymous. They run away from everything. They're desperate for group identity. They need to belong. They are full of terror at all times, and their amygdalas do not function properly. And so when one of these rabbit people sees somebody else doing something that's embarrassing, all of a sudden they have an opportunity to pull somebody down a peg, to go hurt somebody else, to get the whole herd of rabbits attacking this one person. Because cowardly as they are, they're absolutely vicious when they outnumber you. You want a recent example of that? Apparently there's this bunch of losers on some forum called PUA Hate. Apparently I'm the most annoying man on the internet, according to these overweight 16-year-old virgins. So, I'll link you to Danny at 504. He wrote an article about these losers. I couldn't do any more than skim it and admire how handsome I looked in the photos they posted. See, these are the rabbit people. These little losers and scumbags and anonymous cowards that go around targeting people. They do the cyberbullying on the internet. This is something that wolf people would never engage in. Think about it. How do we deal with our opponents? If there is somebody that we hate, somebody that we really have a vendetta against, and for good reason, and let's say we happen to find out an embarrassing piece of information about them. We find out that they have some bizarre sexual fetish, or that they like watching My Little Pony, or they like whatever. Wolf people are not going to sneak around like pathetic little rabbits and spread rumors online from anonymous accounts, post it all over Facebook and laugh at them. No, we have a problem with somebody, we confront them. We deal with it mano a mano. Best case scenario, we duel them. But we don't whine and sneak and ridicule them because they slipped on some ice and fell on their ass during the winter. That's rabbit person behavior. And so ultimately, this privacy concern, it's not about passing the right sort of laws so that you have some private areas left. The real argument, the real dialectic, the real conversation is about how we can shame these vicious, pathetic little rabbit people into at least acting like a real human being. And this is where we come to the Google Glasses. Folks, these technologies are inevitable. When it costs $5 to install a video camera in your own car, you're all going to do it to make sure that the cops don't screw you over when they pull you over. And yet you're not going to use this video to make fun of a perfect stranger walking down the street. You're only going to use that video in self-defense. Same thing with Google Glasses. Right now, they're pretty obvious, but they're going to get more subtle as things go on. Universal video cameras and recordings are inevitable. The only defense against them is civic behavior and human decency. The rabbit people, again, they're followers. They're part of the crowd. The last thing they want to be doing want done to them is to be called out as an individual. Us wolves, we're used to being individuals. We're used to not fitting in, and we're cautious before we take action. The rabbit people knee-jerk and run. So these Google glasses that are coming around, with all the creepy aspects that are connected to them, I'm going to link to a Mark Dice video that covers that in more detail. But the way that we deal with them is right now. When we see these people wearing the Google glasses, these eavesdropping glasses, these spy glasses, we ridicule them. We act with hostility. We aren't afraid of standing out from the crowd. And personally, if I see anybody walking down the street, I'm going to very brusquely confront them and ask if they're recording me, and ask if they're a creeper. Undermine that confidence and make them feel weird. Accuse them of cyberbullying. Accuse them of enjoying watching people watching these embarrassing videos online. You or me, if we had Google glasses because we were reporting on some event, we'd take it. We wouldn't be offended. We'd be fine. And we'd say, no, I don't do that kind of bullshit. I'm a civilized human being. And then we'd carry on with our day. These rabbit people are going to be terrified. Look closely, watch their behavior, because if you confront them correctly, if you accuse them of being a bad dog, no biscuit, using the buzzwords that are currently dominating the media, you will see a physical reaction. Bonus points if you can cause them to be nauseous. In the long run, we can't do anything about this. But right now, we've been letting the rabbits run society for too goddamn long. That's why human decency is a thing of the past. So right now, these Google glasses, this is the perfect opportunity to start instilling some standards back into the population. Aurini out, folks.